fighters, Rosmero here, and today we're going to be opening a box of Premium Collection 2020. So this is the yearly set that provides support for the Premium Standard format, which is the one where you're allowed to use both Premium and Standard cards, meaning there are both strides as well as gift markers. So at the very beginning we're getting a Grade 4 card. Looks like we've got 10 packs with only 3 cards in each pack. So let's take a look at what we're getting in this one. So first of all, we are getting a brand new Stride Support Critical Trigger for Nubat-sama. So this set includes one new Stride Support Critical Trigger for every single clan. And what makes them special is that, well, first of all, they've got the enhanced standard leveled shield defense, which is 15k, and not only that, when they are discarded from your hand as the cost for a stride, they are counted as grade 3. So this is these are very good cards to add to premium standard decks. So then we have, I guess they're all in double rare foiling. Next we have the one for Genesis. And oh wow! In our very first pack, we are getting the key card in this set. Although this is not that exciting of a pull because I believe you're guaranteed to get at least one copy of this guy. I mean, definitely one copy of this guy in every box of this premium collection. And here we have the Generation Rare Storm Element Cyclone. So this is a Cray Elemental. On V and in the G zone, during your turn, if this card is face up, all of your vanilla units get power plus 5k. And this is an effect that can stack. So you have if you have 3 face up copies of Cyclone in your G zone, and then you have the 4th as your Vanguard, that means all of your vanilla units gets power plus 20k. On V, when this unit attacks and reveals a vanilla unit in its drive check, stand one of your rear guard. So this is kind of a strange card that really supports vanilla units in your deck, which means units that have no effects, the grade 1 8k attackers and the grade 2 10k attackers. So a very interesting card. Now what is especially interesting about this card and this set in general is that it seems to provide support for a Cray Elemental only deck, although because we only have critical triggers for Cray Elemental, it's not going to be pure Cray Elemental, but you can now build a deck that is mostly Cray Elemental because now we have a grade 3 Elemental provided in this set. And honestly, that sounds very interesting to me. So the cards that I'm hoping to pull most from this set are Stormed especially, and the other Cray Elemental support for Stormed in this set, especially the grade 3. So here we have the critical trigger stride support for Royal Paladin. And nice! Right after I mentioned wanting the elementals, here we have one of them as a double rare Cloud Elemental Mowak. On VNR, once per turn, if you have 4 or more vanilla units on the field, cost Counterblast 1, search your deck for up to 1 copy of Thunder Elemental Bari Giran, this is the grade 3 I was talking about, ride it as stand and shuffle your deck. And if you did so, you may turn 1 Storm Element Cyclone in your G zone face up. So very powerful support for the Cyclone deck and vanilla cards in general. And up next here we have another stride card for, this one's for Tachikaze. But I don't really play premium or premium standard, so these strides for the specific clans don't really interest me. If you happen to live in Singapore and you see that I pull one that you may want, feel free to contact me on Discord, Carousel or YouTube comments below and I'll definitely want to sell it to you. Here we have a crit trigger for Narukami. And hold on, I believe this should be for... Wait, it's not Mega Colony. Dimension Police? But why an alien? Aliens aren't that representative of Dimension Police anymore, are they? And here we have a Kagero. Nice! That's a pretty cool looking card, but not as cool as the Overlord series. Moving on to the next pack. Dang, so far we've only got two of the... We've got Stormed and the Cloud grade 2. Definitely want the grade 3 one as well at least. And here we have Pale Moon. Nice! Rain Elemental Zazan, the most busted card ever! When placed on V or R, cost Soul Blast 1, call up to 2 vanilla units from your hand to rear guard. And if you call 2, turn 1 Storm Element Cyclone in your G zone face up and draw 2 cards. That is crazy. And All the premium standard players are like just waiting for this guy to get hit by the ban list. Here we have a grade 4 Bermuda. Alright, moving on. Okay, nice. It looks like we're getting like 1 Cray Elemental per every 2 packs, which I think is pretty decent. I really want the grade 3 one. I just really need the grade 3 one. Here we have Bermuda crit, followed by Aqua Force crit. What is this guy looks a bit weird. Followed by a Stride for Angel Feather. So it looks like Cyclone is the only GR in this set. Crit for Angel Feather, and 1 for Dark Irregulars, followed by Gear Chronicle Stride. And I just realized it's an SR because like there's no border around the card text. It's essentially a full art card. That means the Bermuda I pulled earlier is also an SR. Okay, pretty interesting. So it looks like there is like a kind of like SP for the triple rare strides in this set. And I guess from what we've seen so far, you're definitely guaranteed 1 stride per pack. And here we have Shadow Paladins one. Nice! The grade 1 order card, Tempest Sphere. This is a normal order, cost counterblast 1 and turn 1 card in your G-Zone face up. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, reveal up to 2 vanilla units, 2 vanilla units from among them, add them to your hand and shuffle your deck. So again, well, first of all, I really like the artwork. It's so simple but looks so good and cool, and it is such an important card for this vanilla deck as well. Ooh, Link Joker, Barrio and Dragon. I mean, dragons are cool, but like I just feel like lately all of these new like stride cards in the premium collection, they don't really like call back or throw back to other like lines or older cards in the Vanguard history, and like that kind of makes them not as cool. Oh, Tachikaze. And here we... Whoa, is this Messiah? No, it's not. It's Nova Grappler. Okay. A Space Dragon. Wow. I feel like this is the first time I've ever seen a Nova Grappler like that. Like, I know we have like a few weird ass aliens, beasts in the Nova Grappler, but something as extreme as that. That looks like DP or like straight up Link Joker already. Here we have Oracle Think Tank. Nice! Heat Elemental Juan. On rear, all Vanguards must attack Vanguard. So I suppose this fits into like the whole vanilla deck by preventing your opponent from like using their Vanguard and other units to break down your field of vanilla rear guards, because you kind of want to maintain that presence with Cyclone's power boost. But because of that, their Vanguard can only hit your Vanguard. Here we have Grand Blue, crit, and yes! Oh my god! Like, I had totally given up hope right there, you know, like just opening the last pack, I didn't think we were gonna pull it, but here in our final pack, we got Thunder Elemental Barigiran. Now let's take a look at the last card first. This is SR for, wait, is this Murakumo? I feel like I read something about this card's effect being pretty sick. But anyway, let's take a look at Barigiran. When placed on V, cost Soul Blast 1, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, reveal up to 2 vanilla units from among them, add them to your hand, and shuffle your deck. On V, if you have 4 or more rear guards that are vanilla, cost Counterblast 1, strike 1 face-up Storm Element Cyclone from your G-Zone on V. Now that is really good, because the moment you turn all 4 of your Cyclones face up, that means you can't really stride into it anymore, and if you're trying to run like the whole vanilla Cray Elemental kind of deck that I'm going for, then you basically lose your whole engine, your whole key card. But with Barigiran, you can still stride into it even though they're all face up, and that is a really good way to make this deck even more relevant and competitive than it is. Also, this box came with a little promo card, which is another Cray Elemental, which I definitely don't mind since we don't have another copy of it. This is Water Elemental Mistoff. On rear, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher, during the end of each turn, both you and your opponent must choose 8 cards in your hand and discard the rest. Okay, so a more lenient version of Jamil Congo, I guess, because I mean, it's just a grade 1 that you can place anywhere on the field. With that, that'll be all for this Premium Collection 2020 box opening. If you enjoyed this video, as usual, do give it a like. Let me know what you guys think about these new cards, especially the Cray Elementals, in the comment section down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more Vanguard V Series booster box and product openings. usually on the day of release but severely delayed during this whole circuit breaker quarantine period here in Singapore. Our next major release is Booster 8 Silver Dust Blaze, which is supposed to come out on June 19th, but as you guys might have seen, again, our Vanguard releases here in Singapore are being severely delayed because of the virus situation, so I definitely won't be getting it to you guys on the day of release, but I will try to open it as soon as possible. So with that, hope to see you guys in the next Vanguard video. Wake up call, look ahead and step towards the light, shining so unwavering and bright. Meet all your foes head on and play hard, open up the path.